Welcome once again to Isifedu blog. In this particular video, we are going to be treating Newton's laws of motion, which is the continuation of motion. But before we enter into this, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit on the notification bell for more notifications when we upload videos. For the past question aspect, go to the past question. We are going to see where we solve everything concerning this, both the exercises, JAMB past question, WAEC past question, and post-TME. Okay, let's quickly enter into this. The Newton's laws of motion, we have 3 laws of Newton that is actually trying to describe motion. If you miss the introduction of motion, visit the Isifedu blog where it was explained very well. Now in this case, our focus here is the laws and when to apply these particular laws. We have 3 laws. The first one is what we have on the board. So the first law of Newton concerning motion states that an object or body will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line except acted upon by an external force. This law was actually brought by Isaac Newton. What this law is trying to tell us is that, let's take for instance, this place I am standing. If I am not moving, I will continue to be here from now till tomorrow, except I have a pull or a push. If somebody comes here now and pushes me, I will shift. Aside that particular external for that push, or if someone pulls me, aside that, nothing will make me shift from this particular place I am. Nothing. Except acted upon by an external force. That is what this law is trying to tell us. Or, let's say that an object is already moving. You are driving a car at a particular speed. Let's say you are moving at 50 meters per second. This is the motion of the car, the speed the car is using to move, moving in a straight line. This second part is trying to tell us that except the only way that can make anything that can make this car to change its movement, it will maintain that particular speed, except an external force is acting upon, which can also be a gear. So if you change the gear, you automatically change the motion of this car. So if nothing happens to that car that is already moving with a constant speed or that is already in a constant motion, nothing will make it change except an external something happens to it, which in this case, we let the external stuff or force be what? Gear. So that is what Newton is saying. At rest, nothing happens, or when you're already moving. So this law is also called the law of inertia. The law of inertia. What is inertia? Inertia simply means it is the unwillingness of a body to start moving when at rest or to stop moving when it has started moving already. So this is just like another way of repeating this law but in different perspective. So this is just another way of repeating this law but another perspective of it. So what inertia is saying, inertia is actually a measure of mass. I will explain this very well. Now let's take for instance now, you are seated, very tired at home, very tired at home. You know in the next minute, you don't even have strength to move an inch from where you are. So that unwillingness for you to even move, even when somebody sends you a message, you will tell the person, I am not going anywhere. So that unwillingness to make a move is a measure of what? Inertia. So that is what we call inertia. Or, another part of it is that you are seated there, you know that you don't have any strength to move anywhere. But somebody comes in, rushed into your house and shouted, hey, Tifo, you will see that you just gain strength immediately to run. Once you're on that motion running, and the person is trying to tell you, there is no thief coming, there is no thief coming. What happens? You will find it difficult to stop at that moment. You are also now unwilling to stop, regardless that initially you have no energy. But for you to stop now, you cannot. You continue running until you get to a particular destination you feel that is convenient for you to stop. So that unwillingness to stop running when you have started running is also called what? Inertia. So that is what we mean. Inertia is unwillingness of a body to start moving. So another way you can talk about this is in terms of mass. In the actual sense, it assumes that inertia is a measure of mass. Oh, sorry, will I say a mass is a measure of inertia? Yeah, because a large material, we have a large quantity in a body. It is difficult to shift that body from where it is. Are you getting the point? So it's very difficult to shift that body from where it is. So there will be an unwillingness for that body to move. So that is why it is regarded that mass is a measure of what? Inertia. Note this. Very, very important. Especially those writing post-UME and JAMB. Mass is a measure of what? Inertia. Remember, mass is what? The quantity of material. So if the quantity of material is large, it is very, very difficult for you to move that thing. So the unwillingness will be what? Much. So note that. Mass, I'll put it down. Note. Mass is a measure. Mass is a measure of inertia. Mass is a measure of inertia. So another name for the Newton's first law of motion is also called the law of inertia. So if you have any question based on this, drop in your comment section as we go over to the second law of Newton concerning motion.